Welcome back to Manny's Power Hour, guys. It's so good to have you back, and today I got a video for you. We're gonna be talking about NBA 2K, 2K22, some just update 2K news, and some things that I saw going on Twitter just with my friends about 2K that I wanted to kind of throw up and talk about. So, without further ado, let me stop yapping my mouth and let's get right into the video. Alright guys, so I got some 2K gameplay in the background for you. I'll be playing a play now game. I know most of you don't care about that, but I still do. You know, from time to time, like jump in, especially during the playoffs or just different points in the season when things are happening. Hop in and play somebody online. And one of the things I want to talk about is, you know, the state of play now, really, I guess is where I want to start. I mean, you'll see me go in here. It's divided Tier 1, Tier 2, Tier 3. And there used to be a whole other system. If you played any of the older 2Ks, there was a different system for getting up. But this system hasn't changed for a while, and it's kind of been like this where you just pick these tier teams. And some of the tiers don't even make sense. Like, you know, for instance, I'm trying to remember. Some of the teams that are in Tier 1 do not belong in Tier 1 at all. And some of the teams that are in Tier 2 need to be in Tier 1. I don't know what their management system is of that, but, like, there was a time when Brooklyn was a Tier 2 team, even with KD and Kyrie, and that should just not be happening. You know, I don't understand how certain people are Tier 2 and certain people are a Tier 1 team. I just don't get the logic behind that. So I'm jumping in this game. I'm playing Pistons versus the old school Knicks of Patrick Ewing, Latrell Sprewell, Larry Johnson, Grandmama Knicks. And this was hilarious because this guy was, he was talking a bit of smack to me. You'll see his mic kind of going off. He was talking to me the whole time, but unfortunately I couldn't capture his audio, so it was just mine. So I'm going to use this gameplay for other purposes to kind of talk about 2K and news that's going around in 2K, as opposed to talking about giving you one hilarious gameplay. So getting back into play now, I really think this next year in 2K22, please, you know, I don't play now that often, but 2K, please, revamp this. It needs to be revamped. It's time for it to be revamped. It's been the same for, you know, multiple games now. Please, you know, there are still guys like me out there that play 5v5, that enjoy, you know, picking up with the teams that they are and going out there and just having a good time playing. And, you know, the legendary teams are nice, but I want to play them all the time. That too. I kind of want to play some of the current rosters too. So let's get back into making play now great again. That would be great. So since I'm talking about things that I want in 2K, I'm going to throw out my 2K22 wish list, what I really want. So updating play now is one. I know there's been a lot of, before I touch on the big one, which is my career. That's what everybody plays, park, rec, pro-am, different things like that. But my GM, you know, there are a lot of people that were dissatisfied with my GM, and I always say listen to the community. Listen to the my GM community. I'm not a my GM player. I just kind of hop on there to have fun from time to time. But listen to the community. Get it right. Get it online. This is one thing that I will say about my GM that I do want. Please, online playoff, like just an online playoff bracket. I remember as a kid, me and my best friend would set up a playoff bracket, and we would play through the playoffs, not just during the playoffs, but during the playoffs, because then it would be really cool, and we could, you know, kind of set it how we want to, get the upsets that we want to, you know what I'm saying? That was something that was super cool, and if that could be brought back, I would truly appreciate that. Online playoff that you can play against your friends. We need it. The second thing that I would say about my GM is listen to the community. If they don't like the way that it's going, the my GM community, if they don't like the way it's going, make the changes they want to make. I'm not going to get on here on camera and act like I'm the person that knows everything about my GM. I'm going to speak to things that I know about in my specific skill set. I hate when people try to, you know, say what something needs and they don't ever play that game. So that won't be me. I won't be talking about my GM because I just don't play it. So, but listen to the community, listen to the my GM community, get it the way it wants to. My team, I don't care about that. I won't be addressing that. I don't support microtransaction modes. I don't do that. I don't play my team. I don't support my team. I don't care about my team. And as far as I'm concerned, it used to be fun at one point, like way back in the day when it wasn't so microtransaction heavy, when it first kind of came out. But as far as I'm concerned, my team can go away. So that's what I'll give you. My career. I do play my career. Changes that need to be made. So first, can we get a polished game? Like, you know, I don't want to sound like the old man in the room, and everybody says it with like games used to come out polished and they don't anymore. We need a polished game. All these bugs, all these glitches in the game, spam and curry dribbles, and you know all that stuff. That stuff needs to polish the game out before it comes out. Please fix the game, because this jump to next gen was super unimpressive. It was like, dang, you know, like this is cool having a next gen console, blah blah blah, playing with my friends, but like we need something better. We need something better than what you delivered this year. 2K21, you know, I hate to say it, and I don't want to call something that people have worked on so hard trash, but that's what it was. It was garbage. And we need something better for my career. Work on getting the system, the builder system. I like the way you can pick your own attributes and all that other stuff. It still needs work. It still needs work. There should not be height should not be held against you. There are tall, skilled big men in the NBA. Nikola Jokic, Joel Embiid, you know, just to name a couple off the top of my head. Kristaps Porzingis is a tall, skilled, finesse big man. Brook Lopez, you know, stop. You know, they don't have to do everything, but stop making height such a deterrent. It's why making a small forward now is useless. They have eliminated the small forward position in 2K, because every time you make a my career player, their height is diminished. Their height diminishes their skill. So now I have to have a 6'6" small forward in order to compete, or a 6'6" power forward or 6'8" power forward was the meta for a while. Like, come on with the height stuff. Like the height stuff should not knock you down. That in and of itself, and value every position. Every year they do this too. They value a position more than the others. This year was power forward. Last year, I believe, a power forward has been overvalued for a while. Point guards sometimes have been way overvalued. So stop overvaluing positions. Make every position on the floor matter. Don't give certain positions more badges than the other positions. That's one thing. Balance out the positions. Everybody gets the appropriate amount of badges. The second thing I'll say, promote a better community. The way you can do that is in these games. When people are not ball hogging, holding the ball too long. When I'm going on with randoms and they just ball hogging all the time, like I try to get in the flow of the game and like, you know, be a good teammate when I first come out against with randoms. They take that away. They ball hog, they do whatever they want, they take all of that away, and they just do what they want, and they ruin the game. They ruin the game. They ruin the game. So please, do me a favor. Ball hogging. Turn that up a little bit. People should be getting grade docs for ball hogging. You need to promote actual team play, because people don't do that on 2K. And it's like almost like you got to come in with your own set 5, you know. And then when you do that, you see a bunch of 2-3s and different things like that. I already ran it. Y'all love that rant video, by the way. I already ran it. Thank you guys for showing support on that rant video. I'm not going to rant again. That is one thing that needs to change. Value bigs more. Value paint defense more. You know, guys are coming through just slamming the ball on your head. It reminds me of 2K13, I want to say, where the spin dunk was OP. People are just coming in the lane and dunking on you now. Or they get a screen and they'll shoot a 3 on AI. AI defense on the 3-point line needs to be better. It is the small things. Polish and fix up your game. And there needs to start being a skill gap. Everybody should not come in and dominate. I get that you want the new people to feel like they have a chance to play. But a part of anything in life, a part of playing video games and being part of the video game community is you got to take your lumps early on. It's just like going to the NBA. Not everybody who comes into the NBA is a straight baller right away. Brandon Ingram, Julius Randle. You got to take your lumps sometimes in the beginning in order to develop that skill that'll make you one of the better players. So the skill gap needs to be increased. There is zero skill gap in NBA 2K. Pro-Am. Fix it. There's no reason the game should drop without it working. Fix Pro-Am. That's just the end of story. The city. Nobody asked for that. Nobody asked for this big old city that we got to traverse around. No one asked for that. Y'all just did that on your own because you thought it was impressive, and then it doesn't even work. a park is being devalued now. I can't even get my friends to play park with me anymore. So, there's that. These are just things to keep in mind. I mean, if we're going for this GTA style world, you got to make it worth our while to have this big old huge map. You do, and right now it's currently not that. So we'll see what happens with NBA 2K going into the future. But those are some things that I kind of want to change in my career, and I kind of touched on all the other modes that I care about. My team, I don't care about you. They can get rid of you. Sorry for all you my team lovers out there. I don't mean to turn you off, but that microtransaction mode joint, I can't do it. I can't keep microtransactions away from me. So now I want to touch, and this is something else that ties into it when I was talking about my career that I want to touch on. One of my friends on Twitter tweeted out, all right, so this was a huge Twitter like kind of back and forth, and I got the tweet, and so these are a few tweets, and I kind of want to read them and kind of get some reactions to what's going on. So Thilo tweets out, 2K, wild as hell. They honestly taking advantage of the lack of competition. That spin gather, lack of actual physics engine because players running into each other and bumps still happen. In words, doing contact dunks with no one in them, bleeps traveling the animations. So then he followed that tweet up. That tweet was responded to actually with this tweet right here, where this guy said, the Cincinnati kid said, "Don't complain, get better, bro." And so that kind of set Thilo off. He said, "In what? I got 142 games of rec and a 72 win percentage. Go troll somewhere else. The game is trash." And then the follow-up to that was, "You got a good record in the rec, LOL, but that don't mean you good. Just saying. I'm not even trying to troll you. I average 20-7, so what you saying? This game still has major issues. If you don't think so, you must be legally blind." And this is what I'm talking about. There are some people out here who think this game is good. They do. And I don't, for the life of me, don't understand it. They must not have played old 2Ks that were actually good. I don't know what's going on with them, but this is it now. So it's just kind of like, I agree with everything Thilo said. This game needs so much work. It needs a skill gap. It has so much more that it needs to go, and 2K is benefiting from not having competition, and they need some competition. But unfortunately, we ain't gonna get that. All we've been getting lately is stuff about 2K, and to talk about that, Luka Dončić is apparently on the 2K cover. There's rumors that it's coming out. There was a leak from Instant Gaming that shows NBA 2K22 on Steam. It has a cover with Luka Dončić on it. You'll be able to see it on the screen right now. So yeah, that Luka Dončić might be on the cover of NBA 2K22. We don't know, but it's out there now that it's a possibility. They're talking about a Luka Dirk cover, which I wouldn't be mad at. Luka Dončić is a really good player. He would get a cover. But there are a lot of people that haven't had a solo cover yet that it kind of bothers me that Luka is getting a cover. Like, one cover that I would love to see is Steph Curry. I think it's time for Steph Curry to get a solo cover. He's deserved a solo cover for quite some time. And he was the meta player this year. Curry sliding, using him on play now. He was literally the meta player this year. So it's time for Steph to get a solo cover. It's time for him to have his own cover. Another player that I would say potentially deserves a solo cover. This may... this may be shocking, but there are some names that I could throw out there. Nikola Jokic. Just won an MVP. It would be great to see him on the cover. Nikola Jokic, I feel like, has earned that. Maybe a Joel Embiid. I know Embiid did live, so that might be a little bit of a conflict. But Jokic. Why not Jokic? Doncic didn't win an MVP. He's a great young player, but he doesn't have those accomplishments next to his name. Jokic has been to a conference final. Jokic has just won the MVP. Why not? I would love to see that in that vein. So I'll throw Jokic and Steph out there as saying they need their own solo covers. That would be great. James Harden. I know with the live thing that may not be possible, but I'll throw James Harden out there as well for the cover thing. So there was another idea brought up by Badgeplug, console wars or cross-plat wars. I've been hearing a lot that cross-platform will not be available on this next 2K. Just from everything that I'm reading, everything that I'm seeing, we won't have cross-plat, which at this point is ridiculous. It's 2021, going on 2022 when this game comes out. Why 2K wouldn't have cross-platform, I don't know. When every single other game seems to be figuring it out. It's on 2K to figure it out. It's time. The whole console blocking is over with. And I hear a part of it is Sony's fault. They don't really want it. But at the end of the day, Sony's going to have to get with the program, and 2K needs to get with the program. We are here for cross-platform play where we want to play with our friends. I have friends that I want to play with that are on Xbox. They got an Xbox because that was what was accessible. I waited and got a PS5 along with a couple of my other friends who have PS5s. So, we can't play together currently. We want to play together. We made a group chat developed to playing together, and now we can't do that. We need 2K to get on their job and bring us cross-platform. Another thing that I want. Bring us cross-platform. I don't want excuses. Get it done. So, my outlook for 2K22. This is how I kind of wanted to wrap up the video and just give up what I think is going to happen for 2K22. It's going to be the same old 2K. It's going to be filled with bugs. It's going to be filled with glitches. There are going to be meta jump shots, meta layups, meta dunks. I would not be surprised if the spin dunk came back because spins were kind of toned down. And generally what they do is if they tone something down for a little bit, it'll come back out in style. So I suspect spin dunks will be at the top of the list. Shooting will be harder next year. I want to let you guys know that now. It's slight tweak. For those who can shoot, we can shoot no matter what. But shooting will be slightly harder next year. I promise you that. Dunking will not be as OP, and I don't think that they'll probably tune down the high pick and roll, so you won't see that as much. And the Curry slide, I don't know if that's going to be gone, but that'll be dialed back. Dribble moves are kind of volatile. Some people say they love them for the dribble guiding. I don't even like saying that, but dribbling people, they love that. Some don't. It's kind of a mix back and forth, but I can kind of see dribbling getting a little bit of a nerf. Yeah, it's gonna be the same old 2K. I hate to say this. I've been a fan of 2K since 2K5 with Ben Wallace on the cover. That's how long I go back. 2K5 with Ben Wallace. 2K6 with Shaq. 2K7 with Shaq. 2K8 with Chris Paul. 2K9 with Kevin Garnett. I mean, I can go on and on. I've played every single one of those games. I stopped playing NBA Live in 2006. And really in 05 when I got ESPN and NBA 2K5 with Ben Wallace on the cover because I'm a Pistons fan. So, it's going to be the same old 2K. I'm willing to bet. We will get the city again. They're not changing that. I'm letting you know that right now. The city will be back next year. They're not doing anything to that. But it's going to be filled with the same bugs, same glitches. It won't be polished. Nothing about it will be better. Play now will probably be the same, which at that point, it's disrespectful at that point. Play now won't get any tweaks, any changes. My GM won't get any tweaks, any changes. They're just like, oh, we overhauled your system. Here you go. Leave us alone. We'll be working on our My Team cards and our My Team packs. I'm sure they'll get updated cards and packs. But yeah, I feel like it's going to be a slightly changed 2K22. And I feel like, here's the thing. Every single year a new 2K comes out, I think back to the old 2Ks, and I'm like, man, these were not as bad as I thought they were when I was complaining about them. 2K19, when 2K20 came out, I was like, I miss 2K19. Take me back. When this came out, I was like, man, 2K19, 2K18, even in my mind, doesn't seem like, as bad anymore. And it's a shame. It's because the game gets worse. Like, those two bad 2Ks you stay in your mind as bad 2Ks, and the game gets worse. And I don't ever think that I'll get back to that point that I was in 2K16 and even 17 to some degree, where it was just fun. I got out there, I had fun with my friends. I remember all the memories. It was great. And even though 2K18 was bad, I made memories on that game too. that game, brought me a lot of memories. So it's just, I just don't foresee 2K changing. They have no reason to change. They have no competition. They're just going to keep doing what they're doing. So I don't expect any change. You and me are just going to look silly when this game comes out. And they're going to hype it up and hype it up and hype it up like they're doing something new, but they're really not. So we will see what happens. Get down in the comment section and let me know what you guys think is going to happen with 2K. Let me know if you want to see more news 2K videos like this. I want to see some Madden news videos. I got some Madden news videos coming up too. We're going to get into some Madden news too. But let me know if you guys would like to see that. And as always, like, comment, and subscribe. Please. I'm begging you. I'm looking you dead in your eye. I know sometimes I don't be doing that, but I got to look you in your eye. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you. Alright, guys. I hope you enjoyed that video. Look. I know I got to do it again. Let me look in your eyes. Like, comment, subscribe. It's not that hard. Just hit the button for me, please. Hit the like button. Get down in the comments. Let me know what you think. Subscribe. If you want to catch my streams, twitch.tv/epierce6. I'll be streaming on Bowie Films more. Gonna start getting some more streams in. Twitter. You want to follow my Twitter at YFS_Manny. Instagram at YFS_Manny. If you want to follow us on TikTok, follow us on TikTok at Bowie Films. I'm not gonna beg no more. I'm not gonna ask no more. Go, come on. Just do me a solid. Come on, just do it for me, okay? Alright, we good. I'm gonna see y'all guys. I'm gonna see you in the next one.